today on EA Sports. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With my good friend Charles Davis. At another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Throwing on third and long. Meadows. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one. They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hancock, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And so now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Hancock. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not.
He's got a man, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
The ball carried.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Meadows. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Meadows. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Goes up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carried by number 39.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Hancock steps away. He'll try and run it.
The quarterback on the scramble.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Hancock. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
43-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A carry here for the big tight end. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on 2nd down. Hancock. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Operating from the gun, Meadows. Over the middle, it's complete.
Meadows pass.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll try the left side. Mills. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Meadows. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, Bridges, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Hancock. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll run on first down. It's Mills. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Meadows. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
When you spend your first-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. Throwing on third and long. Meadows. It got his man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? From the gun, Meadows. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
36 yards on the punt with no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find him.
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 56 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Ravens ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
To throw on second down. Meadows.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second down, Bridges. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the gun on third down, Hancock. And he finds Daniels. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Hancock. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Six yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on second down. Hancock. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, in the best part.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
They'll try here for the extra point. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Looking to throw on second down. Meadows throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
on 1st and 10. Meadows. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Steelers 48-yard line.
Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On 1st down, Mills. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down, Meadows. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Complete to number
The Ravens on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action. Meadows. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
7. But it's 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14.
Ravens 6.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Hancock. And he finds Howard complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Hancock throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hancock. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Hancock. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Meadows. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down, Meadows. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20 and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
A loss of 13
Well,
yards.
there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time,
A 3rd and long here. He's going to air one out. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
4th down.
coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Hancock finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
To the ground and
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Hancock can't get away, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Ravens take over.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
Their own 8-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, Meadows. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Mills, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third.
From the gun on 3rd down, Meadows got a man, and he hits him in stride. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Ravens.
They'll run on 1st down. Mills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To number 25.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Meadows firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Mills, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens cut into that lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Now a give, right side, Bridges. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Bridges.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
23 yards the pickup there. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hancock, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
And the third quarter.
Back now here on EA Sports.
34.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. His pass caught at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing again. Meadows. Throw left side complete. That's Mills. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down. Meadows. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. At the Steelers.
From the gun. Meadows. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To his wideout. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd
from the gun on 3rd down. Meadows. And that will be incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down. Meadows. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
At the 26.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. To throw on third down. Hancock. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. On first down, Meadows. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
86.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Meadows going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. On 1st and 10, Meadows over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Throwing on first down, Meadows. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2. Meadows under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Meadows, and it is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Hancock. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Bridges.
Draw play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bridges. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Bridges. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. It might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Meadows. Now this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meadows. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Meadows. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
There will be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here